So we ended up with the end of the battle that had just happened, and we had a bunch of townsfolk that we had to deal with inside the caves. We took some time deciding on what was going to happen with those townfolks, where they were going to stay, how you were going to get them home. The group kind of searched a little bit more of the caves. And during that fight that had ended in the session previous to that, a couple of the players had remembered that they kept hearing the sounds of one of the guards who had been dragged down a tunnel. After a awesome discussion, which I recommend you go back and watch the videos on, between our players, a split happens, and part of our player and the townsfolk begin their journey home, and the other part of our team heads deeper into the caves to try to find the guard that has been pulled. And they stumble across the ravine. There's a great sequence in there of running and jumping over the ravine, some grappling rule stuff, some people running into the fray, and then we get caught up in a giant spider fight in a spider cave. And our would-be team, who's had one fight after another, had a long rest, but is already taking on another big fight, has now been facing 4 giant spiders in the cave so far. And we will see. 1 has died, 1 has taken great damage, and 2 more have shown themselves. So we will have to see how our players are able to handle that. And then we'll see where the rest of the adventure leads. So let's go ahead and jump back in. Let me bring the players back over to the map. And then I will bring our... let's go ahead and bring our Twitch viewers into the map area, as you can see here. So I believe we are ready to go. We're ready to jump in. So let's begin. We finished off at the spiders took their final turn, and then Ardrith was up, I believe, after he had just been hit by one of the spiders. So move that over, and let's go ahead and jump right in. Ardrith, the turn is yours. You're muted if you're talking.
Real quick, Lucian, what part of the map are we on? I all I have is darkness.
Bottom right. Yep, we're at the bottom right of the map. Should have light.
Yep, I'm good now.
All right, I'm not hearing Ardrith. You still there? Maybe he stepped away a second. Okay. Let's... Oh, he's typing mic issues. Okay, that's fine. If you want to type in what you're going to do. We're also waiting for one of our other players to join up. Tigray is not quite here yet, but should be soonish. Like maybe the mic may be disconnected or is not picking up, which is fine. He's going to shoot at the spider close to him, which seems like a good idea. All right, and then would that be the one to the south or the one to the north?
The south one.
Oh, okay, the bigger one. Okay.
Is the one just north of me dead?
No, there's one just north of you is alive. The only one that's dead has the big X on it. All right, yeah, 17 is a hit. Go ahead and roll your damage for your longbow. All right, so you see an arrow arc up to the giant spider that was, I believe, on the ceiling, because I think this one had tried to shoot you with a web. And the arrow kind of puts a big long gash along the body section, and you see ichor start to kind of bleed out a little bit, and it definitely makes that spider angry. All right, so you still have movement or bonus action, so feel free to move your token or do a bonus action. And for those of you at home, his mic just dropped out, so you'll be able to hear him once he fixes that. We'll just get through his turn and let him fix that.
The one with the flag, what does that mean?
That's your ally.
Oh, Armel. Oh, cool.
Don't shoot it. And I believe he's on the ground with his sphere.
Yep.
The other spiders are on the ceiling, as far as I know.
I think this one here was on the ground.
Yeah, Greybeard crunched it last round, I think.
Okay, so Ardrith is done. He's not going to move any further. Okay, so he's going to stand his ground, and that brings us to Greybeard, our dwarf. I was thinking he was on the ceiling, though, because he threw a javelin.
The last I remember, this one
Go up
was
and
on the
look.
ceiling and then came down.
I remember. Yeah, I threw a javelin at one of them, but then a target was on the ground because there was like a grapple, maybe.
Oh, yeah, the last thing you did was throw a javelin. And then you made a con save, maybe?
Oh yeah, because it was their turn. And
Yeah.
then
Yeah, I believe it's on the ceiling.
how did it bite me and I have to make a con
Yeah,
save if it's on the
It
ceiling?
dropped down.
Well, the thing I have is the web recharge. Did I make you make a con save?
There's only restraining actions on the web recharge.
Yeah, it would have been a strength. Okay, well,
Yeah, he
all right,
definitely
that's fine.
definitely got bit.
All right then, action time. Minus some legs, spider.
Yeah, 17 is a hit, just like the longbow. Ooh, good damage.
To lunch.
Yeah, that's enough to kill the spider. So go ahead and describe how the spider dies.
So it comes down and it bites into me, and I'm like, ugh! And I shrug it off because, again, I'm raged and I'm a dwarf and we're resilient to poison. So then I just crunch it in its thorax, and it just kind of, its innards spray out from the center of it, and it just kind of folds in on itself, on its cracked exoskeleton.
Awesome. You were sprayed with ichor. It's very sticky. All right, so you still have at that point bonus action or movement.
So I don't currently see any other ones, right? Hold on, let me move the map.
Yeah, you would
yeah.
see what you can see.
Yep, the one up by Ardrith I can see. So, I will move that way because Ardrith is next to me, or Aramel is next to me. So,
Correct. He's a giant wolf spider next to you. And if you recall, these are kind of more like giant black widow spiders that you're fighting. So there is a difference.
all right, lump forward.
Any better on the mic now?
Much.
Yeah,
Yep.
it's working.
I had to reboot everything.
Oh, nice. All right. All right. So movement. Any bonus actions for our barbarian?
No, because I can't possibly take any more exhaustion.
Okay. Armel, our giant spider, is up.
He will skitter forwards. He's going to do a double move.
Okay. Dash. So I think they move 30. Oh yeah, each square should be.
He's got plenty there.
5?
Yep.
Yep. They are on the ceiling. Are you going to climb up the wall
yeah,
to
go
them?
up the wall.
Or... Okay. All right, so you dash to them. So dash is your action, also your movement. Any bonus actions? I don't think you get bonus actions with... Oh, no, you still have the move. Yep.
He doesn't have any bonus actions in this form. So he'll move up to...
Or how far can you move the flame? What's the range on that? Because that's your bonus action.
30.
Oh, 30. Okay. Awesome. And so people can see that's giving off light. There we go. So people can see. Oh yeah, it doesn't give off too much though. All right. So fire orb goes down to 7. Actually, how long does your rage actually last, Greybeard? Isn't there a time limit on it?
10 turns. Or rounds, I should say. 1 minute.
Okay, you're tracking that? Because I don't know if I'm tracking
Yeah, I've got a die over here, and I'm on 4.
it. Okay, just checking. Yeah, it's probably about the same as the other guys, but okay. That brings us to Jarl, who's not feeling so well tonight, but you were up.
Alright, so I saw them kill the this one over here.
Yeah,
them
you
move
saw that one get
north.
crushed.
I'm assuming I hear a scuffle to the north.
Well, you did see Armel charge to the north. I don't know if you'd hear anything, but you make a perception check to try.
Okay.
It looks like you could see him.
Yeah, my vision's not on my token. I don't know if his is.
Yeah, I can see him.
The vision should be on. I have it set. It says has sight 60 feet. Dark vision, right?
Yep. It's very dark around him. The ball has better light than I do.
Huh, works for me. That's weird. Might be your monitor setting or something.
Is it my spider token or is it my player token?
Your spider token.
Yeah, everything's pretty gray.
Okay.
No worries.
So a 13 is not... What were we doing there? Oh, perception. That's right. Yeah, you can hear that there are additional spiders to the north. Making noise.
So I'm going to cautiously but quickly try and cut open the cocoon here.
Okay.
And see if there's anything in it or what's in it.
Okay. Yeah, you can use that as your action. I assume you have a cutting implement.
Maybe.
I only ask because I know you're an unarmed monk.
Could I use one of my darts to slice it open?
Yeah.
The tip of the
Yeah,
dart?
I think that'll work.
Alright.
Yeah, okay. But it's going to take you your whole turn to do it, to kind of wedge it all and start to get it off. And what you recognize when you finally kind of get it off the thing is it's the body of a goblin. And definitely already dead. Probably something has already started to feed from it. It's kind of desiccated as far as, not completely, but it's definitely has lost some of its internals to probably being fed on those spiders.
Okay. Alright. Then I will move out. Is there a web here?
I'll move that guy out of the way. There you go. Yeah, you'd be moving through webs. For those that are watching, we're having the webs use double movement, so instead of a square being 5 feet, if there's a web touching it, then it's a 10-foot square.
Alright, so he uses movement to go up there.
Okay. All right. Any bonus action?
No.
Okay. We're back up to our spiders. Still no Tigre yet. All right. Let's see.
He had said something about having his daughter or something.
Okay. Well, I knew like he had to take somebody to the airport, I thought, but maybe that was pick up from the airport. Maybe that's what he was saying. Okay, so we got, let's see. Just taking a look at our position here. So this spider's going to move in. Out to there. Scuttering across the ceiling and across all the webs that are along the ceiling. And we're going to go ahead and spit a web at the, let's see, what's our range there? Let's check. Yeah. Okay, so well, we'll try it. We'll try to go ahead and use a web attack on our dwarf there. It's at 40-foot range, so it's going to be a disadvantage roll. So it'd be only an 8 to hit. Which I assume does not hit the AC of the dwarf.
Correct.
Okay, good. Does not have a bonus action. All right, and then the other one will do a bite attack on Armel. This will be a regular attack. So a 22 against your AC. I believe that's a hit. So you take 5 piercing damage first. I put you at full hit points on that token. I wasn't sure if you'd taken any damage before.
No,
I don't think
full.
you did. Yeah, so you're at
26.
20 something. Okay, and then you do need to make a DC 11 Constitution saving throw. So from your regular character sheet, I believe you can click on Constitution saving throw, and you get to use your Constitution saving throw from your druid. Yep, above 11. Perfect. So you only take half of the poison damage, which would be 2d8. So let me roll that. So you would take 4 poison damage. So you see a spider bite into the leg of the other spider. They're kind of locked into combat as the 8 legs are kind of striking at each other and trying to grip each other. You see the giant spider from behind has shot a viscous web at Greybeard but misses, trying to incapacitate him but was not able to. And any other movement? Yeah, I think the spider's going to adjust slightly to here. Still in range of Armel, but makes a slight adjustment. And these spiders are complete. Back around to Ardrith, our bard.
Well, when in doubt, take another bow shot. But this time, I'm assuming Armel's kind of in the way of the one closest to him? Or, actually, you know what?
He'll get a +2 on AC, or you can
I'll
shoot
take-
the one that's to the right of him.
I'll take the one that's to the right of him.
Okay, yep, fire away.
Well, I'll shoot at.
Keep track of your arrows,
hey!
too. Yeah,
I
good shot.
should be at 38 now.
Yep, go ahead and hit longbow damage. Oh, 2 this time, though.
But it's
Did better on the
+3.
last
Why
one.
is it not picking up the +3?
a +3 to hit because of your dex, but not strength.
Oh, maybe
Get that
that's
add-
what
you
it
get that
is.
added in on a bow.
Oh, it's okay.
Oh
Yep.
yeah, it's saying
It should be-
+1 strength on the bow. So
Gotcha.
you'd have to adjust
1 die
it.
8 plus 1, so.
Yeah, so you rolled a 1,
And
so you
add
get a
it.
4.
Perfect.
Is that what we're saying? A 4.
Um,
Do you, as a bard, get to add your dex into your damage?
No, damage is 1 die 8 plus 1.
Okay.
So it must have been a 1 plus 1, which got to the 2. So it's sucky, but it's some
Okay.
damage. It's better than missing.
That's not right.
All right, yeah. So just you see an arrow kind of ping off of the spider. Doesn't make a big gash. Obviously, you damage just slightly, but you see the arrow kind of wing off after it hits it, and it's done just a little bit of damage
I
to
just-
him.
Pissed it off.
So you've got movement and bonus action still left to you.
Yeah, bards don't have the best bonus actions in the world. I'm finding out quickly here. So, but I do.
Yeah, I'm
have...
finding giant spiders don't either. So
There you go. I'm going to do Bardic Inspiration, though, on our Mel. So Greybeard should have it on it. I'll add it to our Mel as well for my bonus action.
okay, so I'll put a token on him so he knows.
And I think I did
Greybeard
Greybeard
used
last
his.
time. Oh, did you use his already?
That's a whoop-ass bonus action. What are you talking about?
Oh, well, there you go. All right,
That's
so we do have a useful one after all. So I'll put that on our Mel, and then I will stay pretty much where I'm at. I've got a good bow shot on both for next round, so I'm good.
Alrighty, I'm gonna put a heart on him. So that's whenever you give somebody inspiration or the bard inspiration, I'll put the heart on him.
It's
I
the
think
1d4,
Greybeard
right?
used his to roll. Yeah, I'm pretty sure in the last fight he used his.
I did.
Yeah, go ahead and explain again, Ardrith, what that gives him.
So gains die 6, can add this to any roll for attack, ability, or saving roll over the next 10 minutes.
Which would be like 100 rolls or something
Mm-hmm.
so, in this fight.
Crazy good spell.
All right. Any movement from Ardrith?
Nope, I will stay where I'm at.
All right, Mr. Greybeard. You are you had just tromped through the bloody ichor of a spider you had killed, moving north into the cave. What are you doing?
Or continue lumping forward and grab my last javelin and lump it at not the one Armel's fighting.
Okay, free shot, and it looks like what's the range on that? Oh,
It's
yeah, that'd be
it's like
You're fine.
it's like 30.
Yep, you're fine. From there, throw away. Oh, gets a crit. Nicely done.
Nice.
Now just don't roll a 1. All right, so
You rolled a 1.
Yo, you did roll a 1.
Yep.
Pulled an Argrath.
And it did do the right damage there, right? Because it did roll 1d6 plus 3 plus the 2. But it's a crit, so don't you get another additional 1d6, or is that in there? Oh, that's the 1. You rolled 1 twice. You rolled snake eyes for your damage.
Oh
7
my
points.
boy. Okay, extra rage.
Yeah, you're definitely super angry. So the javelin hits the top of the carapace of the black widow-like spider. Does stick into it, makes it angry, but you can tell you did not damage it significantly with that. So that was movement. That was a throwing of a javelin bonus action.
I'm gonna interact with the cave floor and grab a rock or skull or anything I can to throw next round if the spider doesn't come after me.
Okay, give me a... How about a survival roll?
I'm bad at that.
Wow.
You don't find any rocks or skulls to throw around you, unfortunately.
That's
I see
one.
that.
That's 1 crit and 3 fails in a row. What are the
Yep.
odds?
The dice gods have just crapped on you.
It's a hard knock life as a dwarf.
Armel, giant spider on giant spider fight. You were up.
Fighting time. All right, that's a 1d20 plus 5. Erg.
Oh, that's right. We didn't give you the spider character sheet, did we?
Frick.
Yeah, type in the 1D. And
You can
slash
also-
roll 1D20.
You can also click on the die at the top left menu there.
Yep, that'd be a hit. So you get to roll your damage first, which
All right,
is
it's,
1d8 plus 3.
And a poison save.
Yeah, yep. Makes the poison save. We'll take 5 from the bite. And then roll 2d8 to see the poison. But he made his save, so good rolls though. So only takes 6 of that. You would think they'd have immunity to poison, but they do not. All right, you have movement or bonus action at this point? And you were on the ceiling, was that correct?
I am on the ceiling, but
Gotcha.
since I've got 8 eyes, is there any way that I can move down and underneath it to clear the shot for the guy shooting behind me?
Yeah, you could just drop to the floor. Even right where you were, just so it's not confusing.
Grapple, grapple, grapple.
Yeah, you could just drop to the floor and then that's like using
I want
maybe
to be in
20 of your
range
feet.
of him to bite, but I don't want to.
Yeah, just dropping straight down. You'd still be in range. And you can still move on your turn.
That's all I'm doing. Clearing the
Okay.
path for the throwers and the shooters.
We'll put you here for now. Okay. So Fire Orb is down to 6.
And that's going to move through the webs.
Which ones?
Just in this direction. He's going to start clearing the fire orb out for
Okay.
Jarl, wherever he's moving. Just burning webs on the floor.
All right. Jarl is up. And muted.
Everything's around there. So, I'll start it this way.
Yep, try to hit. For 4.
And that's all I have.
Okay, yep, you see a dart pierce into its body. More ichor flows out. It's got ichor coming out from a bite, from arrows and javelins, or arrows, and mostly the bite and the poisoning. So it's hurt it so far. Bonus action, and you already moved, or any further movement.
You know, I'll move another one. Are these guys both on the ground, or are they
Both on the ceiling,
both on the ceiling? Okay, yeah.
about
One
20
forward.
feet up.
I'll stay right here.
Okay. Awesome. Spiders, back to the top of the round. Alright, so let's see if Giant Spider can try to web the Barbarian. So yeah, we're gonna try to web the Barbarian. from the spider on the left side.
So, hold on, I want to make sure this doesn't count. Danger sense. You have advantage on dexterity saving throws against effects that you can see, such as traps and spells.
Yeah, this is just a regular attack.
Okay, all right.
This is like a ranged attack, like throwing a javelin or throwing a dart.
He was trying to go for Spidey sense.
Yeah. But he only rolls an 11, so... How's your AC, Mr. Graybeard?
Duck, dodge, dip, dive, and dodge. 14.
Okay. Yep, misses. And he's... Mr. Spider here is wounded enough that he's going to run away. So we'll go... to there. On the ceiling. I think that's about right. Yep. Okay. So that one, and then let's have this spider. Let's see, Graybeard threw something at it, and an arrow hit. So let's do this. I'm going to roll a 1d2, and he's either going to try to web Graybeard or he's going to try to web Jarl. Jarl will be a 1, Graybeard will be a 2. Okay, the gods have spoken.
Bring it.
Here comes a web attack for a 14.
Misses.
Okay. And also will then... Let's go 30. Probably right there. And falls back into the cave. Ardreth, you're up.
All right, I will start to move closer so that I can see where they went to. 30. Oh, I'm still not seeing them, are I? 35. Okay, I can see him now. I'll take a shot at the one closest to me.
Okay, go ahead and ping it. Just so I know which one.
Oh, and of course, how do you ping?
Hold
Should just
that
be
button.
click on it. Yeah, just hold it down.
Oh, there we go. I didn't hold it long enough. That one?
Okay. Not seeing anything yet. Oh, there it comes.
That's because I was having finding it issues, so...
Yeah, no
Oh,
problem. Arrow streaks off, so it is hard to see them. They're up in the ceiling. There's a lot of shadows. They're scuttling across, and you make as good a shot as you think you can, but you see the arrow sail past and just miss. Maybe you thought a part of a shadow was actually its body, and it really wasn't. So,
Thank you for
arrow
returning
streaks.
some ego and pride to myself after
you
that
go.
bad dice roll. I really appreciate the way you did that.
So that was movement. That was your action. So you'd only have a bonus action this week.
Yep, and I think...
Or you did 35 feet of movement, so you might have a little bit of a movement left.
No, yeah, okay. So I can do charisma modifier. I'm done, I think, for now.
Okay. Dwarf.
I have a question.
Oh, sure. Shoot.
So the whole premise or the reason we came in here was because we heard somebody screaming.
Mm-hmm.
Do we still hear that person screaming?
You have not since you've entered the cave.
So I'll yell to Graybeard that the prisoners or whoever the captive was is dead. There's no advantage for us staying here. We should leave.
All right, Graybeard, you hear that as your turn comes around. But it is your turn.
All right. And what we see is what we see, right?
Correct.
Rough decision, kids. Rage will drop, but I didn't frenzy, so I'm not going to get another level of exhaustion. But at this point, I'm hoping there's some treasure in this room.
You always count on the greed of dwarves to kill us all.
Sounds a little metagamey to me.
And
I know my rage is going to drop as I'm frothing mad.
That sounds full on Tolkien. I don't know what you're talking about.
And I'll also inform them that the cocoon back there, which was the most likely source of the screaming, was a goblin.
Alright, I'm going to lump forward just to see the rest of the cave, I guess.
I heard the Arkenstone is in there.
Dope. Alright, well, I guess I see 2 more spiders.
You do indeed.
I'm going to try that interaction again to grab something off the ground and throw it at him.
Okay. Did not roll high enough.
Where's a small orc child when you need one, right?
I know, goblins make
Goblin
great
child,
weapons.
right?
There's a goblin back here.
So that was action, movement. All you'd have left is your bonus action.
Yep, I got nothing.
Okay. Armel, our giant spider. You're underneath. You were 1 square forward though. Oh, except you can't be there if your flame is there.
I'm on the wall still, able to attack that guy. I forget the flame was just underneath me. But that guy moved away, so I'm just on the wall.
Yeah, you're on the wall. How big is that flame? How many?
It's like a 5-foot circle. It's a ball.
Yeah, but wasn't there something about if you stop? Is this the one where if you're within 5 feet of it, at the end of your turn, you take damage? Or is that a different spell?
No, that's the spell. So it's on the ground. So if I'm within 5 feet of it, I guess. But didn't you say it was like a 40-foot roof?
They were 20 feet ahead, up above.
All right. So I'm probably 10 feet up, maybe.
Okay.
He's gonna go forward and attack.
Yeah, okay. So you'll scuttle up onto the ceiling, put you right next to him.
Does Armel understand common while he's in spider form?
He does, but he saw Greybeard run forward.
Okay.
Although I don't see 2 more spiders, do I?
You see 2.
The 2 we've been fighting.
You see what you see.
All right, that's a hit.
Yeah, 18's a hit. So you need, 1d8 plus 3. Yep, so that's enough to finish the spider off. You get to describe it. How do you kill the spider as another giant spider?
He rushes forward and sinks his fangs right into that thing's short little stubby neck between its head and its body, and he thrashes around a little bit and he throws it right down to the ground. We're both on
Dead
the
spider,
side.
legs kicking up into the air, falls to the ground.
He pulls out a
Yeah.
big spider swatter and takes him out.
Nice.
I pull a small rag out of my pocket and wipe my mouth because that's
Raid
disgusting.
Yeah, you're enjoying the taste right now. All right. So it's
And he'll-
movement attack. Yeah, bonus.
He's got no real bonus attack other than he's just gonna move the.
All right, that's gonna get rid of
Let's
this
figure
web.
you can take the webs out of that. That's awesome.
And okay, so that goes down to a 5. This turn, Jarl is up. And possibly muted.
Yeah. There's no advantage to us staying in this cave. The person who was alive clearly is not anymore. And I again suggest that we fall back. But I will come up to Greybeard. And I will hold my action.
Okay, what's your trigger?
Hold my action, and if a spider comes close or within striking range,
Okay,
unarmed
sense.
range.
All right, so that brings us to spiders. Let's try one more web. Maybe one will hit tonight on our dwarf. Hasn't yet. 25. You
Go.
are webbed, so a sticky, viscous fluid wraps you up, wraps your arms close to your sides, kind of almost totters over. And as an action on your turn, you'll be able to make a DC 12 strength check to try to burst out. But you are now, at the moment, incapacitated by a web. And I think I have a web. Look at that. Put a web on you.
Nice.
And you kind of fall over to the side as you're starting to struggle with this web. And the more you struggle, you kind of feel it tightening up. So then
Now-
the spider.
I'm incapacitated but not knocked prone, correct?
Oh yeah, you just fell over
Nope.
as you're
Okay.
struggling with the web.
All right,
We'll
so
see if
I'm
you can
gonna
burst
have,
through.
but am I gonna have to spend half movement to stand up because I'm prone, or am I incapacitated? And
Well,
if I make
at the
it, I
beginning
can
of
just
your
move through.
turn, you'll have to make a strength check, and depending on how that strength check comes out, will be depending on what you can do.
Okay, cool.
Am I able to use my movement or my action to help him out instead?
It's a good
Yep.
question, because I think we go off the trigger.
You don't have to. I have advantage on the strength check, so helping won't do anything but waste your action. Sorry, little metagamey. Scratch that from the record.
Yeah, I mean, it wouldn't hurt to have a roll. I don't think normally you can. I don't think that's the way it works, unfortunately, but I'll let you try a roll.
Well, I was just gonna use the. Oh, did I do a roll before?
No, I think you just moved and held.
It was with the one of the dart heads. Just gonna slice open the.
Yeah, you can attempt it. It's still a DC 12 strength check.
All right.
Yeah, you're able to help get the
Booyah!
web off Greybeard.
Really should turn back.
All right. Ardrith is up.
I will. Oh, I gotta move in order to see something, don't I? 10, 15, 20, 25, 30. Oh, that's interesting. Alright, I will take a shot at this one.
Yep, you see him just in the shadows up on the ceiling.
Let's see if we can actually manage to not lose our shot this time in the ceiling.
No.
You know, again,
Using,
it's this whole like dark thing. It's just
Yeah.
slightly out of range.
It's weaving in and out of mites or tights. Those are the ones that hang from the ceiling. Stalactites.
Uh-huh.
You pin your arrow off a stalactite just at the last second as it moves around one.
I've got
So,
night blindness.
another
Yeah,
miss.
yeah, that's my
Yeah.
story.
And longbows aren't great in caves, right? Everybody knows
Exactly.
that.
Yeah, it's meant for outdoors.
All right, so that was movement and attack. Bonus action or moving on.
I am good for now.
Okay. That would be Graybeard. And Graybeard, you're out of
Graybeard
rage
was
at this
wrapped
point,
up,
right?
right?
No, he was.
He got out,
Jarl
okay.
was able to
All
free
right,
him.
perfect. Okay.
Nope, I'm on 6. I got 3 more, and I did get attacked, so I continue the rage.
Freaking barbarians, man.
I was worried about it, but he shot me with the web, so whoo.
Right, so Graybeard is up.
All right, so is it a strength check or a athletics check?
No, Jarl was able to kind of cut the web off of you, so you didn't have to make a check.
Excellent. All right.
Go throw that bard.
Elf throw.
Toss him.
It's piercing with the ears, right?
Nice. I like that trident style. Okay, and again, I guess I'm gonna go for the scrounge on the ground.
Okay. Yeah, you're going to need a 16 or better, just so you know.
Does Ardrith have any weapons on him? That he could just grab,
I can
grab
throw
on the
my
way
s-
through?
So I do have a sack, so a short sword.
I just don't think a dagger. Just grab it on the way past you and chuck it. Would have been kind of kung fu.
10, you do not find anything that you think you can throw at it that would do any damage.
Ardrith, do you call out or throw the sword to me?
If I can do that as my bonus action, sure. I'll toss him my sack. So it's a short sword, not a dagger, a little bit bigger. So you shouldn't be too embarrassed to use it. Is what I'm going.
Oh, I'm throwing it as an improvised weapon.
Nice.
This is not a time to be tossing your sack.
Evidently.
Ouch. All right. Now, how do I roll an improvised weapon?
That's a good question. What's the compendium tell us?
It'll be a D4 non-proficient.
That would be the damage, but what's the actual attack?
No proficiency. It's just a ranged attack.
One dice.
So just a 1d20, I guess? I think strength would be added to that, but it's not showing that.
Because it's thrown, it should be strength.
Yeah, but it's improvised. It's not a weapon that's meant to be thrown, so it's not like you can use your strength like a spear.
Right.
'Cause
That's
it's
why.
not going to fly correctly. Yeah.
But because it's improvised, that's why you don't get your proficiency bonus. You should.
Yeah, it doesn't say anything about adding strength.
Okay. All right. Cool.
Yeah, it just says an attack. And then the damage would be a 1d4. So, I mean, the likely of you hitting it with the pommel is more likely than hitting it with the blade.
So straight D20. I rolled a 5.
Yeah, so a short sword goes flying into the cave, disappears into the darkness. Go ahead and mark off short sword, Ardrith.
Egg nebbit. That was a family heirloom, mister.
Funny.
Oh, by the way, Tigray texted me. He's got family obligation. He apologizes.
Oh, okay. Not going to make it at all then?
No, not at all.
Okay. Armel's up.
All right, Angry Dwarf is driving my actions.
Always let the dwarf drive your actions.
That is the road to destruction.
I love you guys.
And we'll skitter forward 30 feet and
Okay.
bite.
Yep. You should have a better view now of the cave.
So bite and poison damage. Lay off.
Yeah, he made the save. So the 8 for the piercing.
8 for the bite and then 6 for the. Unless we're rounding up.
Ah, no. All right.
14's pretty healthy. I'll take that.
That was a good hit. Definitely looks very damaged. Has several holes in it. Ichor falling out in many places. Definitely a very hurt spider at this point. Fire orb.
And I'll just keep moving in a straight line towards the other wall.
This one. Probably this one.
Now we can see other bodies there.
You can see what you can see.
Well, it looks like
You
a.
see some cocoons.
Looks like our. I don't know. I can't see.
Oh, and the fire orb is down to a 4.
Ian's in here.
The ghost of Ian. Jarl's up.
Alright, so I'm gonna move here. Does the cave continue on to the north, or does it end?
Cave continues on to the north, even though the map kind of ends. It's a long tunnel to the north, straight north.
So once again, I will reiterate that we should turn back. And I am going to hold my action. Actually, I'm gonna. What is it? Dodge.
Yeah, that would give you advantage in case anything tried to attack you.
Yeah, I'll go dodge.
Okay.
And I'll mention that I don't have any ranged weapons, so it's folly to continue any further.
All right. Yep. So you guys see Jarl move forward. You hear his words, and he drops down into a defensive, dodging-like crouch. All right. Mr. Giant Spider is up. At this point, is not going to get away, so we'll try to bite Armel. But only scores an 11, so he misses.
Spider juke.
And he will attempt to move, even though with the ruler. Okay. There. You will get an attack of opportunity, Armel, as he tries to scuttle away from you.
Kill it.
Oh, yep, you do get the hit.
Jesus. All right.
And yeah, that's enough. So it will be enough to kill the spider.
Yay.
All right. And then yeah, it gets about this far as it tries to rip away from your bite, and then falls to the ground, legs kicking in the air.
I'm going to attach a web to the ceiling and ride it down, biting repeatedly.
Yeah. All right.
Nope, not gonna say it.
Do it. Do it.
It does not taste very good. All right. Ardreth's up.
I will proceed further into the cave, looking around.
Okay.
Oh, this thing just goes on. This is not good. Okay. I think that's the extent of my movement right there.
Okay. Yeah, the map comes to an end, as you can see, but the tunnel continues northward
Okay.
quite a ways. Out, in fact, out of your sight after that.
Okay.
Too.
I am going to cast a Cure Wounds on myself. So it's a 1d8 plus my spellcasting ability modifier, which is that the 5? Is that spell attack bonus? Okay.
Yeah, it should be on the spell. You can probably put it in the... Click on the name of the spell, and it'll put it in the window.
Well, that would just be too easy. Okay.
Yeah, so 1d8 plus, what is your charisma bonus?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, what level are you casting it at? Just first?
I'm gonna cast that first, yeah.
Okay. Do you have second level spells yet? No.
I
probably
do.
not until fourth.
Yep. No, I do.
Oh, okay.
I have 1 second level spell. So I
Nice.
get 5 back.
Yep. So you can add 5 back to your hit points. What's it look like when you're Cure Light Wounds? I'm not sure if we've...
Cure Light
seen
Wounds
that.
on myself. So most of mine are light-oriented spells. And so use one of my hands and the light emanates from it. So I actually have to get a little bit closer to the area. But it's a warm glow that comes out of my hand towards the wounded area. Towards the nasty spider bite.
Right. And the poison. You see the poison trying to seep out.
Exactly.
All right. Greybeard's up. I assume you're out of rage now.
Well, unless something attacks me.
Nothing attacks you.
Well, you know, we'll see. We'll see. The round is young.
You do see a big giant spider biting another spider, though.
Well, and I see Jaro. He's been giving me guff this whole time.
That's true. Punch.
With reason.
Practically calling you a coward.
Hulk smash.
Go for it. Do it.
PvP. You see at the very edges of your vision range, you think you see more cocoons.
All right. I guess I bellow out like, "Roar!" Like something attacked me, but that's because I'm about to not rage if I don't get hit before my next turn.
Yep, you turn back into Bruce Banner with the just shorts on.
Oh, and a very tired Bruce Banner.
Yes.
A 4-foot tall Bruce Banner.
And that's
all right.
it.
Armel is up. You're on the ground now after just have bitten dead spider many times. You also can see several cocoons.
All right, I'm going to, since I can walk over the webs without resistance, I'm going to just make a quick circuit through there.
Yeah. Well, so 30 feet would be your movement unless you're going to dash.
Nope, I'm not going to dash, but I want to get up there and look at the 4 corpses I can see. Or
Okay.
cocoons I can see. Are
Yeah,
any
you
of them
definitely
fresh
see
or
additional. You can't tell fresh or not.
bigger than, a human-sized one?
They're all medium humanoid size.
All right. Well, I'm just gonna go. I'm gonna make the move up to the first one then and open it up.
Okay, so to open up the web is just a DC 12 strength check, so roll away. And if not, you'll be able to get them open on the next turn. So you don't get them on this turn, but next turn you'll have them unwrapped.
Oh wait, do I use the spider strength for that? That was my strength.
That's a good
I should know that. Yeah.
Yeah, because what stats do you use their strength stat?
Usually,
Maybe, I guess
use
so.
their physical stats.
So
and
you'd get a
your mental stat.
+2. I mean, it still
Yeah,
wouldn't be
it wouldn't
enough
matter.
anyways,
2's not
but
enough. Yeah.
I think it's I think you would get a +2 on that. I think you use your intel, wisdom,
No,
and
you're right.
maybe con, but you use their strength, dex, and something else. So yeah, you can tell you're ripping the web apart. It's taken longer than you thought it was gonna. So next round you'll have that one open. Fire orb, you moved.
I'm just gonna go start working it through the webs, just enough to burn them out, not enough to damage the corpses.
So like that one. Any others?
If he can get it towards the center, right there. But I've got a couple rounds left on it.
Okay, so you got those cleared out.
All right.
And we'll put it into the 3. Jarl is up.
Alright, I'm not sure if this is going to work the way I want it to work, but I'm going to use Dancing Lights. And I'm going to cast that. So I'm going to move there, and I'm going to cast it like around here.
Oh, were you pinging something?
Yeah, down the bottom right. Bottom left, rather.
Okay, so let me bring out a.
I can
Just
cast
copy
it
his.
within a 120-foot radius. Or that's the range. And it's a 10-foot radius light.
You get 4 of them though. Can you make like a line of them?
Yeah, I can make them. I think they have to be within 20 feet of each other. So like a ring of light around here.
Okay, so there. Can you move that one? Yep, just put one next to you.
Yeah, that's good enough. Around there. Okay. Oh, I have extra radius? I guess go as far down as I can.
Yeah, it's the edge of the map. Yeah, it's a tunnel that continues to the west.
Okay.
You get 4 of those lights though.
Yeah, but that's enough. That's all I needed.
All right.
Alright, so... So I think I can go around here.
Okay.
And the intention is I'm going toward one of the cocoons. Have any of them been opened yet?
No.
Alright. That's me.
All right. And now we'll go ahead and that's the end of the round. We'll drop out of the round. There are no more spiders here to attack, so we're no longer in initiative. And we'll let you guys move around as normal.
GB drops to his knees and his axe clatters, and he kind of folds his face into the dirt, kind of in his hands, and he's just like, couldn't save Tigray, couldn't save this guy, and he just kind of stops everything and just sits there.